What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesnar Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, an interesting video for you here on the channel are my personal dream matches for Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. This was a suggested video. We'll talk about that in a second, but this video is a fun video to me because at the end of the day, which the comment does talk about, these two are likely going to retire sooner rather than later, and I actually do have a video coming out, or at least I've been preparing it for, it's about actually almost a month now. I just haven't decided to record it yet, which I probably should, about who's going to retire after John Cena. I'm going to just talk about it, and these two are high up there on the list. So today we are going to talk about their personal dream matches and what I think for Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles matches I want to see before they call it quits. This was a video idea. Shout out to K the Crusher. I just recorded the two previous videos. You should do dream matches for Brock and AJ exclusively because they're two that seem like to be on their final run. Talking about dream matches for both of them. Today we have 4 for Brock Lesnar. Just being honest, Brock Lesnar wrestles a certain type of wrestler really good and certain types of wrestlers really good. So I have 4 for Brock Lesnar and I have 6 for AJ Styles. Maybe there's a little bias here, but I like AJ Styles just a little bit better than Brock Lesnar. So I have more matches for AJ Styles because I think he works better around with certain individuals as well. And Brock Lesnar works with certain individuals as well. That's wrong English. Starting with number 1 that I think we will get, and I think honestly to be truly transparent, is going to be the WrestleMania 42 match. That is Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. Now, we've had hints on this match for a while now. I think when you look back all the way to WrestleMania 39, obviously, there's been hints about this match going on at the Royal Rumble. But I do believe we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Gunther in probably an insane, big-bodied match where Gunther gain F5. That would be kind of crazy. Brock Lesnar gain powerbomb. That'd be insane. I do believe Gunther could have a legacy of killing careers. And I think a lot of people see this as well because you have him retiring Goldberg. You have him rumored to retire Cena. Like, if that's the case, then I'm looking at other people he could retire. Maybe it is AJ Styles. Maybe it is Brock Lesnar. Gunther, man, though, I need to see this match. The technical wrestling of Gunther is outstanding, and we saw it with Goldberg. Even though I would say Goldberg match wasn't amazing, it was better than what I expected, and I think it's because of that Gunther and being able to really tell a story in the ring. So Brock Lesnar and Gunther is by far a dream match, and I think a lot of people would also agree upon on that one. Up next is Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker. This is another dream match that I think a lot of people can agree on. I think personally Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker would be like a, not Paul Heyman custody match, but definitely look at the past versus the present on these insane people coming up and having just a rocket strapped on them. Braun Breaker is just elite in what he works and elite at, and honestly, the future of WrestleManias. Maybe this is a WrestleMania main event for like WrestleMania 43 or something like that. So, and then this is actually Brock Lesnar's retirement match or potentially winning the title. Not a lot of people might love that decision, but maybe. But I really do believe Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar will happen before it's all said and done. Could be the one to retire Brock Lesnar. I think when you're thinking about people to retire Brock Lesnar, there's 3 people. It's Gunther, Braun Breaker, and then maybe somebody else if Brock Lesnar stays for a long time. But the strong, fast football player in Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar, who's also a football player, I would love to see this out of those two. Obafemi is my next one, and this is actually the individual that after it's all said and done, maybe Braun Breaker makes more sense with the timeline. Obafemi retiring. I don't know if you just saw it, but my cat just jumped onto my computer. Great. I don't know if this is just me, but Obafemi retiring Brock Lesnar, I think would do more than for Brock Lesnar. Braun Breaker or a Gunther, in my opinion, because Gunther probably has the Goldberg. He might have the Cena. Braun Breaker has the vision, and he's already going to be a main eventer, and I think we can all say that's valid to say. Obafemi, out of all the people in 2 years, can we say that for sure? And the build of Obafemi, how Brock Lesnar works with the people that have the build of Obafemi, works usually well, and I could 100% see an Obafemi retiring a Brock Lesnar. Is that the case, though? We'll have to see, but I really do think this is a match that's a match made in heaven, and Obafemi knows how to make amazing matches. My last one for Brock Lesnar is another potential face, and that is Jacob Fatu. At the end of the day, Jacob Fatu will be a face of WWE at some point in his career. The thing that I like the most about this Jacob Fatu one is that Jacob Fatu is so strong. He's built, he's a big body, but he moves like he's fast and agile. And sometimes that works with Brock Lesnar. Sometimes it doesn't, where Brock Lesnar looks insanely OP and then the other person can barely do anything on him. But I really do believe a Jacob Fatu could pull out better moves and one of the better, move sets out of a Brock Lesnar. Especially thinking of a mighty moonsault onto Brock Lesnar, it would be absolutely insane. Which maybe there's something there where they try and do a mighty moonsault or try and do something like a jump and then Brock Lesnar catches him in midair for an F5. Like, there's different movesets that I think Jacob Fatu could do that could really intrigue a lot for Brock Lesnar and him. Out of all the matches, I think I would want to have the Gunther and Brock or Braun Breaker, but I would think Jacob Fatu might be tied number 2 to go against Brock Lesnar. Starting off with AJ Styles match, I am going to talk about some dream matches that I mentioned in my other video, which I think I did for Brock Lesnar as well. AJ Styles versus Gunther, obviously they had a dark match, steel cage match, but these two going against each other in a very technical match, I would love. AJ Styles is a very technical wrestler, so you're going to see other technical wrestlers that are really good at those skills going against a Gunther or an AJ Styles, for example. But we also have some people that could be good at selling, high flyers. We'll see. I think Dom would have been somebody that I would have put on this list to have a potential match against him with how good he is at selling recently. But Gunther is somebody that I think could bring out the best in AJ Styles in the sense of being technical, flipping stuff, doing certain movesets that counters the other moves. I think this is a match made in heaven, and I'm shocked we haven't seen this match happen yet. And I truthfully mean this because I had Gunther on both of these. Could Gunther retire AJ Styles and really become the career killer? I need this match. Ilya Dragunov is a technical wizard, and I really do believe an Ilya Dragunov match and how well he is at selling and how good he is at selling would work so great with an AJ Styles. Now, the rumor is there's going to be a feud between the two. I think personally, most likely, Ilya Dragunov is going to come back and go after AJ Styles for that IC title. Because in my head, Dom is going to lose that IC title after Clash in Paris. So with Dom losing that title in after Clash in Paris in France, I think Ilya Dragunov makes his return in some sense and goes after AJ Styles. Me personally, that's a feud I need to see. And that's a feud I want to see. Because I think Ilya Dragunov is destined to win this IC title. And I think AJ Styles is destined to go against Ilya Dragunov. AJ Styles, Jacob Fatu is similar in the sense of, I would say, not Brock, but in the sense of their movesets could work out well. Jacob Fatu is very versatile, and I think that's the reason why I like him so much when it comes down to having these dream matches, is because he can work as a big body against a small person. He could work as a high flyer against a big person. And so for AJ Styles, he could still do a bit of both. I think you could see a mighty moonsault from him where it's giving Christopher Daniels, for example, where the best moonsault ever. I think it's the same thing in the sense of Jacob Fatu is looking crazy with AJ Styles, like how AJ Styles used to go against people in TNA. Jacob Fatu is just amazing, and I don't think anybody else would disagree with wanting to see this match. This is an interesting one that, to my recollection, we haven't seen yet. Maybe in some type of way, but I don't think we have. Penta is one of those wrestlers, singles, that I think is starting to blossom and is starting to look like an actual insane wrestler. And I think it's because they're not nerfing him like they do with some wrestlers. Penta looks absolutely wild with some of the skills and some of the movesets he has. And for me, an AJ Styles going against him just makes sense. I think both of these guys, this is like my least dream match out of all these matches, but it's still a match that I need to kind of mention. And I think it makes sense when you look at how they do their wrestling styles, where it's very technical, while Penta has these insane movesets with, Mexican Destroyer, his hits that he does, little flips that he does. I'm trying to remember. There's a certain move that I'm trying to remember that I think would work so well against AJ Styles. Anyways, still great. This is a match I really, really want. Truthfully, out of all the matches, this is one of the matches I really, really want. I would say probably Gunther, Ilya, top tied for 1. Carmelo is right up there, and the next match is right up there as well. Jacob Fatu actually, dang it, there's a lot of good matches. I'm realizing maybe that makes sense. It's kind of dream matches. Ilya Dragunov, though, and Carmelo Hayes are the 2 people that I think, when it comes down to selling, in all these people are fantastic, especially Carmelo Hayes. You have to remember this was a round 1 pick for SmackDown. I just realized my cats are absolutely going insane right here, right there. But at the end of the day, Carmelo Hayes is a fantastic wrestler. I know they haven't booked him like the round 1 talent. Fantastic wrestler with great skills and can really just showcase this great style. Now, 2 things. 1, we were supposed to get this match on our SmackDown. Now, I think personally, obviously, they weren't going to go as crazy as they should, and I think this is a match that they should go crazy for. But it stopped because AJ Styles then broke his foot or injured his foot, where we thought he would be out for so long, then came back at the Royal Rumble. So I want a proper match between the 2 that actually is like a actual great match. Maybe it's an IC title match if AJ Styles would win. I don't know. Again, top on the list, I would say top 2, 3, but I would tie Ilya and Gunther probably number 1. Now, this is just dream booking and dream book matching, or dream match booking. That's the right word, right? That is AJ Styles versus Trick Williams. Now, I would say this is a dream match itself, just the 2, but I want the TNA championship involved. I don't know about you, but I think Trick Williams as TNA champion has been great, and I think has really helped the TNA brand. I know a lot of people think, well, they have both championships. Well, Trick Williams still has the champion. This sucks for TNA. I don't think people understand that what the wonders of having a WWE superstar on NXT that is also like one of the next up-and-coming greats. And my cats are actually fighting. I can hear them to the left of me. Now, I really do believe that it makes sense to have AJ Styles, Trick Williams, one-on-one, just regular, maybe at, I've been booking WrestleMania, there's just a one-on-one with them, and maybe it's AJ Styles helping to bring TNA that championship. Now, I really do believe you have to have the TNA championship if they would have a match. Because in my head, AJ Styles is the face of TNA and the past the TNA and all TNA. So you have AJ Styles being the one to bring back the championship from WWE to Trick Williams. Masterpiece. Will Trick Williams be holding this title all the way until WrestleMania? Probably not. So maybe it's sooner rather than later, but I expect this to hopefully be a matchup. And I kind of want AJ Styles to retire within TNA. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I think. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.